Since previous part got many views and there were many votes on my server, here's the second part of what weapons you shouldn't buy and what weapons you should buy instead. Don't buy Scarel, buy AK-74 instead. The only advantage Scarel has is extended barrel, which will give better velocity than AK-74 has. But at the same time, AK still has better range. And that's everything what Scar has. AK-74 has faster RPM by 15 points, faster partial and full reload, and also access to increased mag. Last thing that AK is much cheaper than Scarel. But there's one important thing. If you want to make a minimal weight build, you need to spend additional 3000 or 3250 with rail mount. In this case, AK will have bigger price by 650. Or instead of CF handguard, which costs 2.5k, you can buy MD63 handguard only for 250. You will get the same minimal recoil, and weight of AK will be bigger only by 75 grams. In this case, AK will be cheaper by 1.6k. But even with CF handguard, paying 650 for all advantages that AK has compared to Scarel is a great deal. And few words about recoil difference. Even when AK has bigger recoil by 1 point, you can make overall recoil even lower than Scarel has. If you don't know what does overall recoil mean, it's basically recoil multiplied by RPM. Thing is that recoil you see in game menu is a raw number. Few words, if two weapons will have the same recoil number, but one of them has faster RPM, surely it will be harder to control this weapon. Don't buy SVD, buy M110. M110 has faster fire rate, low recoil, much faster partial and full reload, and access to increased mag. Talking about price, with all needed attachments like rail mount and handguard, price of SVD will be 9.7k. For M110, which costs only 8.5k, you can buy RX4 handguard and PWS stock, but they are not really needed. RX4 has low weight only by 10 grams, but it gives you access to the best suppressor. PWS stock gives -2 recoil for 360 grams, which is not really fair trade. I haven't said what good sides does SVD has. Lower overall recoil and low weight by 400 or 900 grams, depends on which stock did you choose. And all these advantages that SVD has is definitely not enough to beat M110. Don't buy AK5C or SG553, buy M4 instead. There is only one advantage that both of these weapons have compared to M4, overall recoil. Now let's look at advantages of M4. Faster RPM by 50 points, better range with velocity, low weight, much faster partial and full reload, access to increased mags, and lower price even with attachments like handguard and stock. Additionally, you can put any muzzle attachments on SG stock barrel. Nothing much to say, M4 is just better version of these weapons. If you want AK-103 for long distances, buy AK-74 instead. AK-103 has worse range and velocity, bigger base and overall recoil, bigger weight, slower RPM, and another thing that AK-103 has smaller increased mag than AK-74 by 5 bullets. The only advantage of AK-103 is higher arms damage, which allows you to kill only with 5 shots instead of 6 like AK-74. And such damage compensates lower RPM that AK-103 has. In this way, AK-103 has faster time to kill on arms by 62.5 milliseconds. AK-103 will be better variant if you need it for short-medium distances. But when it comes to long distances, AK-74 will be a better choice. If you found this video useful, leave a like and some comment, it helps a lot with video promotion, join my Discord server with builds and tier lists, and see you next weekend.